Welcome to Meet the Candidates 2024, a voter education program brought to you by the Shakopee Chamber of Commerce. My name is Tim Zunker, and I'm the president with the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau. Our hope is that these candidate interviews and profiles will help you, the voter, understand your choices when it comes to the 2024 election. We ask voters to arm themselves with the information necessary to make educated choices and to make casting your vote a priority. Please visit the Shakopee Chamber website at shakopee.org to find out more information about the upcoming election for Shakopee City Council. And at this time, I'd like to thank Mustafa Sandhu for joining us today and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you, Tim, for putting all this together to help the voters to know their candidate. And thank you for extending the invitation. It's such an honor to be here. So I'm Mustafa Sandhu. I have been living in Shakopee since January 2020. I spent the last 13 years working in various industries in a different managerial role. I live with my wife and my stepdaughter. I do have a master's degree in economics and a bachelor degree in accounting and finance. I am the current vice chair of the Planning Commission and a member of Board of Adjustment Appeal for the city of Shakopee. And I'm currently working as a store manager at Walgreens. I do enjoy spending time with friends and family, and I do value my gym routine. I have been part of Scott County GOP caucuses and state conventions as a delegate and alternate. In Pakistan, I was the chair of the Zakat and Usher Committee, which technically identifies the underserved community members who struggle to meet their basic needs, help them financially without compromising their dignity.
Great, thank you. Let's get into the questions. The first one is, why are you running for city council?
That's a great question, Tim. I would like to answer this one with a personal story. So I am the first generation immigrant here. When I moved here, I was being introduced of many things, one of those being a lawnmower. So I don't know how to use it. One day, my neighbor across the road saw me struggling and came across and helped me to figure out how to use it. Just to give you a perspective, in Pakistan, everyday people do not have the luxury to own a lawnmower. So, as I do. So it was really heartwarming to see the community is helping me to do the day-to-day chores. That was just the one instance. Means afterwards I will be just go running across the street asking for everything, and it felt so good and inclusive and also responsible to pay back to the community. But when the opportunity arose for a planning commission, I was beyond thankful to be on a planning commission to serve as a public servant. After that, the other thing which compels me, I'm really passionate about public service. So now I'm seeing the opportunity where I can help community in a bigger terms, and I do have the skill set and expertise. So I just want to offer those for public service.
Great, thank you. What are your top 3 priorities if elected to the city council, and how do you plan to address them?
Absolutely. Well, my first most priority is economic development. Means it is a basic, essential piece of any city. So focus on attracting new business and supporting local entrepreneurs to boost the local economy. This could involve offering incentive for small businesses, improving infrastructure, and creating a business-friendly environment. I would also work on the partnership with the local Chamber of Commerce and regional economic development organization to promote Shakopee as a great place to do business. The other thing I will focus on community engagement and transparency, prioritizing improving communications between the city government and its resident. This could involve enhancing the city online presence and creating more opportunities for residents to provide input on local issues. Transparency in decision-making process would also be a key focus, ensuring that residents are well informed about how the decisions are made and how they can get involved. The third one is, I really like that, is the what is called infrastructure and public safety. Investing in infrastructure is crucial. So for long-term sustainability of a city, I would advocate for maintaining and upgrading roads, bridges, and public utilities to meet the growing needs of the Shakopee. In terms of public safety, I would work closely with the local law enforcement to ensure that we have the resources and training necessary to keep our community safe. This includes incentives, training, and resources to improve emergency response time and community policing efforts.
Great, thank you. What strategies do you propose for managing the city's budget while ensuring necessary services and infrastructure improvements? And you kind of touched on infrastructure and everything a little in the last question.
So, as an operations manager, most of my working life, I do understand the necessity of a budget and how important it is and how much a role it plays into even to a day-to-day life. Like, it's really important these days to even keep your house on a budget with rising inflation and all that stuff. But I will break it down into three different categories. The first will be like how to allocate and prioritize the budget. Are we meeting the needs we need? Are we prioritizing in a way like it's going to help us for the future? Are we paying attention? Are we asking the public input into it? I think the second piece will be keeping the budget. If we have a budget, are we on the budget? Are we making sure we're not overspending, not burdening the citizens with more tax money because we are overspending? The third one, definitely there is going to be times we might have to adjust the budget. In those scenarios, I will go and seek expert advice and public input before making any decisions without burdening the citizen with the tax.
Great, thank you. And how do you plan to strengthen economic development to support existing businesses and attract new businesses to Shakopee?
That is my favorite question. So Shakopee is growing rapidly, right? No doubt. Means we're one of the best cities right now, and it's amazing to me how much growth we have already. Well, with the more growth, the more responsibilities comes to play. So my goal will be to promote awareness through marketing and promotions to equip business owners with available resources, tools, and expertise, which are provided by the city or county. Understanding the needs of business owners and providing solutions to create a healthy and business-friendly environment for small businesses as well as the large businesses.
Great, thank you. And how will you work to ensure transparency and communication between the City Council and Shakopee residents?
We kind of already touched on that a little bit, but during my campaign, I talked to a lot of people already. So one thing which comes across, it was a little bit disappointing too. Like a lot of people even don't know who are the City Council members are, when the City Council's meetings happening. I do realize today, means right now I'm seeing like City is putting emphasis in engagement, like putting things on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Chamber of Commerce is doing a lot of work, like keeping public engaged. But we are missing on a one piece, which is really essential for the public, which is the City Council's meetings. No one knows when those happen, and it's not easy to find out that information. My suggestion would be, why would not go online and have people join meetings online from the ease of their own home and allow them to comment online. Some other cities have done this. We can do this. We have the resources. It will just create more engagement, more transparency, and public input into it.
Great, thank you. I'll give you an opportunity to give your message and closing statement to the voters.
Absolutely. Well, first, I thank you, your team, and Chamber of Commerce to giving me the opportunity to introduce myself to the voters. Residents are tightening their belt. Is it a bad look for the city to be spending their money with no thoughts to the impact of the city residents? Change starts with you. So I will say, go out, vote, and express your self, and I will be honored to receive your precious vote and support. The last one, I'm here to be a part of this community, not apart from this community.
Great, thank you. The views expressed in these interviews are those of the candidates, not those of the Chamber and Visitors Bureau. The Chamber is sponsoring these interviews as a service to the community and has gone to great lengths to ensure the objectivity. The Chamber does not endorse any candidate, but seeks to provide you, the citizens and voters of Shakopee, with the information you need to make an informed choice. The Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau extends a sincere thank you to the candidates. We appreciate your time and your service to our community by running for office. You're performing an important service to us all. Again, thank you for joining us for this edition of Meet the Candidates 2024. Thank you.
Thank you.